Oh my gosh, my camera's too big. Oh, let me adjust. This Aldi bag is freaking haunting me. It's haunting me. Good morning and welcome to the Pop Culture Club, a club for anyone who loves pop culture like me. My name is Megan Novi and I'm going to be your host this morning. Oh, we have some few stories to talk over. Obviously I woke up late. What else is new? I'm tired, everyone. How is it not Friday yet? Seriously? Oh my gosh, I feel like this has been a really long week. How do you guys feel? Yeah. Well, if you could like this video, remember to subscribe, and let's get into it. Yesterday we talked about some relationship news. Today we have some possible breakup news. So, Sydney Sweeney, I saw in Us Weekly, it is saying that she called off her wedding. Um, so yeah, she was engaged, and there has been some speculation that, it's not gonna work. She had that whole press tour, or not press tour, she was just filming. Yeah, I guess it was red carpets with, Glenn Powell, and everyone thought they had such good chemistry, and there was something going on with them, but they both insisted that, Sydney Sweeney was, engaged and with someone, and so that was not, an issue. They were not together. Um so Us Weekly is saying that they have called off the wedding, but they have not divorced yet, or not divorced, split. So Us Weekly is saying major issues, but honestly, wedding planning sucks. Like, who wants to plan a wedding these days? Everything's so expensive. Their families honestly probably live on, like, different sides of the world, so getting them all in one place, the logistics. She's an actress, like, she's filming movies, maybe Euphoria. I feel like she's in everything lately, and yeah, her, husband is Jonathan Davinos, sorry, Jonathan Davinos. Um, and so yeah, no wedding bells for them, but they are not broken up. So, honestly, when you don't have the pressure of the wedding planning hovering over you, like, maybe they'll just realize that they can just go elope. They could just go to a courthouse, or they don't even have to get married. I heard, like, a lot of people, like actors and stuff, don't even really get married in real life for tax purposes. Who knows? But we'll see how that turns out. But honestly, Sydney, you don't have to have this big, crazy wedding if you don't want to. You know, do whatever you want to do. The next story I saw is did anyone watch Malcolm in the Middle when they were growing up? I did. It had Bryan Cranston, Jane Camarac. Kazmarek, I can't, like, I've seen her name so many times, but I've never had to, like, say it out loud. Frankie Muniz, last time I saw him, he was on Dancing with the Stars and racing cars, stars and cars, and now they are starting to film the Malcolm in the Middle reboot. They are who tweeted? Frankie Munoz tweeted that they are about to start filming. He's so excited to get his whole, like, TV family back together. And I guess it's going to be a 4-part series that's going to be on, like, Hulu, Disney Plus. They don't have plans to extend it after that right now, but maybe if it gets good reception and people watch, then they'll continue on. But the kid that plays Dewey is not going to be in it. DeCarmen, he has not acted since 2010, and it's a movie I haven't even heard of that he was in. But yeah, it's the little kid that was in Christmas with the Cranks. Yeah, he just hasn't acted in a while, and he doesn't really want to act anymore. So, you know, Hopefully, he's doing well, and it looks like the new kid that they got to replace him looks pretty close to what Dewey would look like grown up. It looked like the plot, based on what I read, is that, like, Malcolm, the main character, is gonna bring his daughter home and for, like, a holiday or for something, and she'll get to, see the crazy family that he grew up with. And I think that'll be kinda cute. I hope they bring back all the other characters to Stevie, that little kid. I'm trying to the older brother, Francis, who was in military school, and Reese. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited to watch that. Do you think, you guys gonna watch that one? What do you think? Let me know. Do you guys watch Malcolm in the Middle? What, sitcoms did we watch when we were a kid? Um, that one I just remember being, like, really family friendly. Everyone in the family liked it. It pleased everyone from my dad to my sister. We could all watch together. Alright, and moving on to Marvel news. I don't know if anyone watched, the Marvel stream yesterday. I watched it after because I'm not, like, a super fan. I didn't even know what was happening. And so when I watched it on YouTube, it was just like okay, so let me back it up. What happened is yesterday, they announced that Doomsday is in Marvel's Doomsday. Let me get the exact title. Avengers: Doomsday is going to be in production. And we knew this movie was happening. Robert Downey Jr. announced it at Comic-Con, and he announced it stating it Doom, which is, like, crazy because he was Iron Man, um, and he was inevitable. And I guess it was inevitable that Robert Downey Jr. was gonna come back, because he can't stay away. He needs to be the center of attention, and he is going to play Doctor sorry. He's gonna play the bad guy, the big bad, Doctor Doom, I think is his name. I haven't read the comic book. I haven't got spoilers. I wanna, like, kinda be a little bit surprised, but they did give us a little sneak peek. So, Marvel YouTube, Disney YouTube shows a video of black directors' chairs, and it's just slowly scrolling through all of them, and it's basically listing the cast that's gonna be in Avengers: Doomsday, and honestly, that it just showing the cast is enough to get me excited for it. It's enough to get me hopped up back on the Marvel train. Daredevil's doing well. I'm gonna give my thoughts on that, and I haven't seen the Captain America: New Worlds movie yet. Um, Kids, it's hard to get to a theater, so I'm hoping that will go on streaming soon so I can watch it. But this is making me those 2 have the Captain America hasn't made me wanna pay for a babysitter. Doomsday might make me wanna pay for a actually, it will make me wanna pay for a babysitter if my mom and dad can't do it, obviously. Whew. I'm just getting too excited about this new Marvel movie. Okay, I know you guys are on the edge of your seat. You wanna see who they're teasing that it's gonna be that's gonna be in it. I had it all pulled up, and then I dropped my phone. Okay, Avengers: Doomsday. Well, Pedro Pascal. It looks like they're gonna have the, Fantastic Four, the new cast in it. Pedro Pascal, um, Vanessa Kirby, uh, Ebon Moss-Bachrach, and then, Anthony Mackie. He's a recent one. Chris Hemsworth is gonna be in it. That's good to know that Thor's coming back. Some surprise Simu Liu is coming back. Shang-Chi, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man. It was so cute. They made the Paul Rudd chair small because Ant-Man, so I liked that. Channing Tatum is coming back as Gambit. He was in the latest Deadpool movie with the New Orleans accent, and he plays Gambit, so I am excited to see that. Character reprised. Loki is gonna be in it, Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, they put Tom Hiddleston in it. Tom there's now it's like the Chris's, the Toms. Uh, Tom Holland is out. Tom Hiddleston in, Tom Holland out. No Spider-Man in this, not at least not announced. So we'll see what happens. I know that there's another Spider-Man movie coming out, so we'll see if that comes into play and what happens. But yeah, no Spidey. That's crazy. Um, some surprises. Alan Cumming, host of The Traitors. Yeah, he's gonna be in it. He's gonna reprise his role as Nightcrawler. I'm talking like I'm an expert, but I had my husband help me with a lot of these, and he was in an X-Men movie. Did not know that. Okay, so I am Marvel girl. I'm not big or well informed on the Sony franchises, the X-Men's, um, the X-Men's. so So I do need a little bit of help with that. Rebecca Romaine, formerly Rebecca Romaine Stamos, uh, as Mystique. I just like that because, I love any John Stamos connection. So that's why I had to say her. Let's see. The big one that people were excited about is that they got Ian McKellen to be Magneto again, and the other one, I didn't mean to call him the other one, Patrick Stewart, as Professor X. So that's pretty exciting to get those guys back in it. And one that I was excited for, Kelsey Grammer. Yeah. Frasier is gonna be in it. I know that he was Beast in the former ones, and I think he reprised his role in a, teaser at the end, but you guys know I'm a Frasier fan. I, am not a fan of Kelsey Grammer's personal, choices that he makes in life, but I am a fan of his acting career, and, yeah, Frasier X-Men, come on. That's awesome. Um, James Marsden is also gonna be in it. Me and my family watched Hairspray last night. I made my girls watch it. They were hooked um, on all the songs, all of them. I loved it, and, at the end, my daughter wanted to make a stage and dance, so that that made me so happy. Hairspray, that is I could go on, like, a 1 hour, 2 hour I could talk all day about Hairspray, and the influence that that movie had on pop culture. Um It's yeah, it's so good, and I was watching and Twitch was in it. Yeah, at the end, he's the guy that Brittany Snow was looking up and down because she liked him. I was like, "Is that Twitch?" Yeah, it was Twitch in there. Maybe I'll do a breakdown of that. Nikki Blonsky is on TikTok right now, and she's making cameos for people, and people are kinda making fun of her. I don't really like that, you know? It's fine to pay her for the cameo, but you don't need to post it. Why are you posting it? Like, why I don't know. I can go on an hour rant about that too, but I'll get off this Hairspray, sidetrack. Yeah, very excited for this Marvel movie. Good cast. I think it was kind of a good idea teasing that they are in production. This is kinda new. I've never really heard of them giving, like, a it's almost like a teaser of a teaser. It's a teaser that they're in production. Just so that we know, just so we're not worried, just so we can start saving our money for those movie tickets that are gonna be coming out later. They wanna let us know. On IMDb, it says it's expected May 1st, 2026. So, I'm excited for that. Alright. I went over my little stories I wanted to go over. Let's get into some Bravo news. Um, Jax Taylor running his mouth again, running his mouth all over town, not helping himself. He really needs to do, what Raquel did. She learned after a few times of, making the podcast, making a few mistakes where she just, like, did not close her mouth and go away. She went away. People forgot. Now she's living her own life. She recently, just got a certification for, I wanna say, sound healing. And good for you. She found something that works for her. She's gonna go do that. It's been 2 years since Scandival. Her and Tom have moved on. Ariana has moved on, and, just back out quietly. Perfect. Jax, why can't you do that? You have a family. You have kids. He's in, is it People Magazine or Us Weekly? He's in one of them, spouting his mouth, talking about how, oh my gosh, sorry. Side note, breaking news. Oh, this isn't breaking news because this came out 20 hours ago, but I just saw a GIF, a screenshot of Chappell Roan saying who her pop icon was growing up, and she said Hannah Montana, and so I thought that was cool. I get easily distracted. I just wanna get the publication correct, you know. Alright, Jax Taylor was in Us Weekly, and he was saying that, "I will never talk badly about Britney. I will never talk bad about her, but she's a bitch, and she didn't try in our marriage, and she could have tried, she could have gotten help. Why didn't she say anything in the 2 years? Why did she let me drown? Why did she let me do" but I'm not gonna talk bad about her, is basically what he did. Um, that's pretty much Jax. That's how he apologizes, and he says, "I'm never gonna talk bad about the mother of my child," and then he goes on to talk about it. "I'm never gonna do this," and then goes on to do it. Jax, you just need to close your mouth. You need to stop talking. He said that he's went in for treatment to get help for cocaine addiction and substance abuse, and he left early. And honestly, you can't leave early and say that you gotten all the help, especially after being, um, in that situation for years and years and years. I think you need more help than that, and I don't think you should be talking in articles. But that's just my opinion, you know? That's just my that's just how I feel. Yeah, and The Valley's coming up. April 15th is when it comes out on, Bravo. I'm really excited, but I honestly think that the reason that Jax is coming out and trying to act like he's this good, changed guy is that something dark happens on The Valley that he is trying to get ahead of so that so the blow isn't so hard. So he could be like, "Yeah, that's what I did, but now I'm getting help," because it does not seem like he has learned his lesson, really. Like, it doesn't seem like he's hit rock bottom and he's willing to, like, grow and learn if he's still trying to make the excuse that if things were so bad for Brittany, why didn't she leave? That's not okay. That's not the message that we want to send to women, is that they have to leave. Yes, they do, but there are so many circumstances. She has a son with you. I can go on and on and on. At this in the year of our Lord 2025, we should know why it's not okay to say to a woman, you should have left. It's your fault for staying." We're not victim blaming. We're not victim blaming, Jax. We're not doing it. And I think it's gonna be a breakout year for Britney. I think she's going to hopefully rise like a phoenix out of the ashes that is Jax Taylor. And that's all I have to say on that. Um, More Bravo news. I know I had some. More stuff about Garcelle leaving. Uh, yeah, it seems like the cast kinda shoved her out, and last night's Beverly Hills that I was talking about was the finale. How did they not advertise that it was finale? And it was honestly a weak finale. Like I said, where I left off, Erica was about to fight Jennifer Tilly. She brings it up at the table, and Garcelle squashes it because she doesn't wanna have an issue with Erica. And I just I say that a lot. I just can't. Sometimes the words just can't come to me for how I feel about these shows, but I'm gonna try to find the words for them for you. They're at dinner, they're in their, like, fancy little things, and they have this, like, weak ass little fight, then they go and dance, and then it's the end, and they do the little words, and I was shook when I saw them dancing and it went to, like, the words. I was like, "Wait, this is a fina" even halfway through the episode, like, when they're doing the dance and things are wrapped up, I still didn't even know it was the finale. They do all that, pop back up, 2 months later, cameras up for Tom Girardi getting accused of or getting found guilty of charges of defrauding people. We all know that Tom Girardi. We all read the LA Times article, right? Um, so we pull up cameras for that. Okay, sure. I didn't even know honestly, that wasn't even on my radar. Why are we pulling up cameras every at the end? We didn't need to pull up cameras at the end. That was not a situation. We that could have been a little note, or it could have been brought up at the reunion. So, I saw the trailer for the reunion. It looks good. It looks good. Like we saw, Garcelle walks out. She says, "F you guys." It seems like no one has her back, and that she keeps trying to say Kyle is getting away with this special treatment. She doesn't have to show her life. We don't have to talk, we have to tiptoe around certain topics. It makes it seem like it's clear that Kyle is dating Morgan Wade, and everyone knows that Kyle is dating Morgan Wade, but no one can talk about it. And it's not like it's just this small thing in her life that they can't talk about. There have been things in the past that have been off topic that you can't talk about, the children, things like that. But if Morgan is a huge part of your life and you're not talking about that, I could see why Garcelle would be pissed. Um, I had to look up to see if Garcelle was a Taurus because she is like standing firm on this. She is like not backing down. And honestly, I think that's how I would feel. I'm like, that's not right. You need to do, and I would just get so frustrated. I feel you, Garcelle. I feel you. But yeah, that's where we're at with the reunion. Kathy Hilton, guys, like, I just she has no respect for Bravo. She has no respect for the housewives. She is doing this as a joke, and she's doing it just to be funny. And I feel like every time she does one of those bits where she goes, "Oh, I had to go change because I tinkled a little bit." One, I think it's trying to make her seem dumber than she is. So when people try to call her a B word, she's like, "No, I'm just an old lady." Two, she derails whatever conversation they're having because they're like, "Kathy, so what is happening? You're not funny and you're not cute, Kathy." No, the way she dresses, it's like disrespectful at this point. I get it that wealth whispers. I get it. Crystal Minkoff was a great example of that. When she went to bed, she wasn't wearing $1,000 pajamas. She was wearing Walmart pajamas. But when it was time to go to dinner, when it was time to go out, she was still respectful and knew how to dress and knew how to dress appropriately. And I feel like Kathy, like, not doing her hair, not doing her makeup, not getting dressed is just like disrespectful, that it just means she doesn't care about these people, because if she was out with people who were of her equal stature, I think that she would be dressing better. I don't think she would be dressing like she was. Maybe she would. I don't know. Rich people are weird. But it just seems a little bit disrespectful to me. And I just don't think these little bits that she does are like funny or cute. The walking on the stage, I'm not a big fan of Sutton, but she worked hard on that, and you don't know what it's like to work hard, Kathy, I don't think, you know what it's like to be a millionaire, billionaire's wife, but I don't know if you maybe it's different work, but I don't know if you know how hard it is to actually, like, work, you know? And why am I defending Sutton? She gets so much money, she doesn't know what it like, she knows what it's like, but yeah, that's my rant on Kathy Hilton too. We had Summer House last night. I feel like there was one more big story I wanted to talk about, but I guess if I can't remember it, mm, I might cut this out, but let me just check. Oh. Okay, I'm back. I was there. You saw me squinting, but I'm like mentally back. Okay. There was two things I want to talk about. I was supposed to have a nice, easy transition from the Marvel news to talk about Daredevil and my thoughts, but I'm not good at easy transitions. I'm still practicing. I'll get better, but just bear with me. Couple thoughts on Marvel's Daredevil Reborn. I only watched the first. There was 2 episodes that came out, and I only watched the first one because it takes freaking forever to put my kids down, so I only have time for one show. I watched Daredevil last night with my husband, and I woke up early and watched Summer House this morning. So since I just watched Summer House, I'm just gonna kinda give my brief thoughts on that. This first episode was basically, maybe you would consider it a bottle episode because it all took place at a bank robbery. And I watched the breakdown, on New Rockstars. I always watch the breakdown after because it gives you so much information. If you're a Marvel fan, um, even just a movie fan, he does movie breakdowns. Go watch New Rockstars, and it will give you so much backstory to these shows that you'll be like, it's kinda like homework, but it's fun homework. But yeah, go check that out. That's what I did. Anyways, he was saying that there was 6 bank robbers, and that kind of fits the mold of a classic, like, heist gang, you know? That's the number that they use. This is gonna have spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers on Daredevil, just, click forward a few. I will put okay, I'm not gonna commit to something I don't know if I'm gonna do. First thing, I was excited. So Matt Murdock, Daredevil, is trying to get a loan because these vigilantes. It doesn't pay a lot, and he's a lawyer, and he's helping the small guys. So he's not helping the guys with the big bucks. He's not helping Fisk. He's not getting paid. He needs a loan. The bank lender, the assistant manager at the bank branch, is Kamala Khan's dad. Yeah, Miss Marvel. Yeah, I thought that was cute. I love the, like, intersecting. Yeah, it's the MCU, duh. It's the universe. You gotta add the people in there. Um, so it's this bank robbery, these taking place on St. Patrick's Day. During a St. Patrick's Day parade, all these Irish guys, I don't know if they're Irish, but they have Irish accents. Maybe they're pretending because it's St. Patrick's Day, or maybe they just have them. They rob the bank, but no need to fear. Daredevil's there. Matt Murdock's there. He pretends to be this like lonely blind guy, and he works his magic. Boom, boom, boom. The stairs, the fight scene, so cool. Handles it. Then he goes down, hacks the lock. Super cool. One thing that I thought was funny is that he pulls the speaker to pretend to be the Irish guy, and I guess he's Irish in real life. I didn't know that his accent is so good. My husband was like, "Yeah, he's Irish in real life." So him doing that accent, I think that was his real voice. I thought that was cute. Um, when they get in there, what do they find? The guys were looking for like a diamond. He pulls it out. It looks like a little tesseract diamond. I thought that before I even watched New Rockstars, that it looked like one of the Infinity Stones. That doesn't mean much. I think any Marvel person that saw it was like, "Whoa, that looks like a stone." But I was pretty proud of myself. Um, yeah, it's crazy. It's shiny. It's tiny. They do a whole switcheroo involving butterscotch. I recommend watching it. I'm not going to spoil it, but it was a really good episode. I really liked it. And I liked how it was like one scene. I love a good bank robbery. I like that didn't go through. Sorry, that was a spoiler that they didn't end up, obviously Matt Murdock saves the day. Daredevil saves the day. Technically, it wasn't Daredevil. Technically, it was Matt Murdock because he never got in costume. So, those are my Daredevil thoughts. Yeah, and that's that. Lastly, Summer House, just some initial thoughts. Jesse and Sierra are getting very friendly. Wes is just like overthinking things, and it's just go live your life, Wes. It doesn't matter what Sierra says. Just do what you want. He's all but hurt because she didn't want to hug him again. You don't deserve hugs from everyone, Wes. Oh my gosh. We get more into the Paige and Craig breakup. Paige is like confiding in Amanda Sierra now. She's letting them know more and more. And Sierra's like, girl, what would your mom think? That is great advice, Sierra. What would your mom think? Paige, she would not be happy that Craig is trying to steal your shine. And that doesn't want you to talk on camera. Oh, that was a big bomb drop that he was like, apparently off camera at their dinner on Thursday before the weekend, told Paige, let's not talk about that on camera. I don't want people to know that you're doing better right now, that your star is shining brighter than me. And Paige is like, why? Why would you want to hype me up? He's like, that just doesn't look good. And she's like, for you? Crazy. Like, this whole Craig thing, I'm surprised that they even made it to the fall. I think she might have just wanted to end the tour and not break up during the tour so she didn't have to talk about it during the tour. This is going to ruin the tour. If you know, you know. If you get that one, you get it. Okay, I'll tell you. Justin Timberlake, when he got pulled over in the Hamptons, oh my gosh, the Hamptons, like Summer House. This is gonna ruin the tour, is what he said to the officer. The officer's like, "What tour?" He's like, "The Trolls World Tour." Um, if you have kids, you might know that one. Yeah. So Paige's tour. Craig's acting like Craig's acting like I'm going to war. It's 3 months. When she puts it like that, it's only 3 months, Craig. Come on. You're better than this. I don't know if he is. He makes poor Kyle wait. He makes poor Kyle wait on that inner tube and on the dinghy, they call it. And he's just waiting and waiting. And meanwhile, Craig is like going pee, grabbing a drink, grabbing some chips, just taking a sweet time. And the thing that bugs me is that he's smirking the whole time he's doing it. He knows what he's doing. He knows he's being a dick. And he's just like so pleased with himself. I know I use this word a lot when I describe Craig, but it's just so smug. So smug, Craig. He finally goes out, talks to Kyle. This whole time, I thought that little like floaty that they were on was in actual water. I was like, how are they able to have such a serious conversation on a boat in the pool? Aren't they afraid of falling in? How is no one fallen in yet? They're in full costume. That's not super weird for Summer House. They like do that kind of stuff, but I was like, that's just a serious conversation to be getting in and out, in and out. And then I realized it's on like a blue tarp. It's fake water. It's like the setup. So yeah, so Craig and Kyle have the conversation. It goes about how I thought it was going to go. Kyle says what he wants to say. Craig says what he wants to say. Kyle apologizes. Craig says, yeah, whatever. Nothing gets resolved. It gets resolved. They can move forward, but I think they both feel a certain way about each other. That's not going to go away. Sierra and Jesse are getting closer. We know that's going to make Lexi jealous. I just think that Jesse shouldn't have gotten involved with Sierra right away. I think that I don't know. This is conspiracy theory. We're going to go to conspiracy theory corner. What if Jesse saw how good or how much attention Wes was getting, albeit bad attention, but he still got a lot of attention. He was in like the New York Times, I think. They did an article on him and his career boomed. Like he got that job at Complex. I see him on TikTok all the time making videos. He went on that date with Talk to a Girl. Like that date, he got that. It's like a fake show. And I wonder if Jesse was like, well, I need to have a relationship so I can get some attention. And regardless of what happens, if we end up in a couple, I'll get good attention. But if we don't, I'll get good attention too. Either way, it doesn't matter because the attention will be on me. I will have a storyline. So I'm wondering if that's what he's doing because it's just crazy to like not ever want to be in a relationship and then just jump into one with the first new girl in the summer house. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. We'll see what happens. I hope that I think Sarah is just having fun with Jesse, and I don't think she's thinking about Lexi, unfortunately, which it makes me sad. I wish she would, like, kinda think about Lexi's feelings, but honestly, I think she's more thinking about getting back at Wes by dating Jesse. We'll see how that turns out. The trailer for the midseason trailer was crazy. It looks like Craig tells Sierra that he had feelings for her. Um, Paige goes more into the Craig relationship, and it looks like this one also picks up cameras at the end, but for a good reason. I will say that. The Southern Charm picking up cameras for detailing Craig's breakup was like 3 minutes. It was him, Austin, and Shep. I'm just gonna do a quick recap on that. Just talking about the breakup. Craig just says a few things. He goes, "Yeah, it's crazy. Like, she picked out a ring. I picked out a ring, blah, 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 blah." And my theory is that Craig spouted off so many lies uh, during that during that conversation with Austin and Shep, that have since been dispelled by Paige or whoever since after the breakup, that the producers are trying to cover Craig's ass by not airing them, because then that will just paint him as an even bigger liar. But they couldn't dispel the ring part yet because, you know, they just couldn't. There's nothing that come out about that. Now Paige is saying it looks like when she picks up cameras, Craig says that he bought a ring. And I'm like, like, is this an I don't know when you're lying. Did he not get I didn't think he got a ring. I thought that was a lie too. He lies a lot. So we don't know what to believe at this point with Craig. He has lied so much. We don't know what to believe, which is kind of crazy. He's literally the boy who cried wolf. Um yeah, I'm excited to see how this season finishes. It looks like it's good. Looks like it ends strong, which I'm happy. I love how Summer House airs in the spring because it just shows them having so much fun all summer. It makes me so excited for summer. Can't wait to send it. We're still in spring though. Um, and we're still on Thursday. We still have one more day, but we can get through it. We can get through it. Tonight we have Southern Charm reunion. Wicked is now streaming on Peacock, so that's cool. I have been watching the Body in the Snow documentary on the Karen Reed trial on HBO Max. That is so good. It basically is giving the whole backside to Karen Reed's side of that trial. It's about the Boston police officer who died. Some people think Karen Reed did it. Some people think it was a cover up. I highly recommend watching. Let me know if you do. Um, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. New Music Friday. And I kind of want to discuss some new movies that are going to be coming out. I've been seeing a lot of trailers. So if there's any trailers that you have seen that you want to discuss, drop it in the comments and let me know. Don't remember, don't remember, don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.